Okay, you have a picture like this, okay? Now the first thing you want to notice on a picture like this is that there are 2 points where 2 lines come together to intersect the graph, right? Okay, so we've got 2 points where we can figure out the coordinates because you have the information to figure out what x is on one of the lines and what y is in the other. Okay, so we've got a point here and a point here. The graph is intersected by 2 of the given lines. And this is something I'm not sure I saw everybody understanding from some of the sketches I saw, okay? So I'm very glad you asked. So we have these 2 points, okay? Now we got other points where the lines intersect, but they're not on the graph. They don't matter, okay? So now if our points are these, or if our lines are these, right? Then which line is which? Which line would be y equals 7? What are your 2 candidates for y equals 7? Well, a line y equals mean the value of y doesn't change, right?
Correct.
Well, the value of y doesn't change if you go in this direction, doesn't it? That wasn't grammatical, but I'll live with it. Okay. I try not to make any more grammatical mistakes. I hate them. Okay, so one of these lines is y equals 7.
Probably the.
Okay? You're going to say which one now, right?
Yeah.
Well, how can you tell which one? It could be either one.
The higher one would usually.
Why would it be the higher one?
Because 7's a higher number than 3.
Oh, you mean the other line in that direction is y equals 3.
Yeah.
And 7 is bigger than 3, so this one's going to be higher than this one. Now, of course, we know that, okay? But I want to emphasize the fact that that's the key, okay? So you've got a y equals 7 and a y equals 3. Let's see which one is which, right? Well, yeah, you can figure that out. So here's your y equals 7 line. Here's your y equals 3 line. Make it a y, not an x. Okay? And then your x's. Okay, which one is which?
-4 is the one
Yeah,
left.
well, -4 is less than 2, so here's x equals -4. Here's x equals 2. Okay? Yes?
Why are the horizontal lines white?
I'm sorry, Dana.
Why are the horizontal lines white?
Because y is always 7. Okay? Now the question was, why are the horizontal lines y? This says that y is 7. Where are the points where y equals 7? They all have to be on a horizontal line, right? Because the value of y doesn't go up or down, and the y coordinate determines how high they are, so we have that. Now you're going to also read that in your text where you have, like lines x equals something or y equals something, okay? Does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
Kinda, I'm confused as well. Like, I thought, I was looking at it like a graph perspective, and like, this is the y and that's the x, so I was getting these backwards.
Well, this is the y.
Yeah,
Now,
it's going.
At some point on the y-axis, okay, let's do this with gestures since it's, unfortunately, camera's on me. Okay, y goes this way, right?
Yes.
So where's y equals 7? There's only one point on this axis where y is 7, right? Now where are the other points whose y coordinates are 7?
All
They've all got to be level with this one,
Okay, that makes sense.
I got it?
I didn't know- Yes.
okay? Yeah, it's easy to confuse that because when you look at it, you think exactly what you were thinking. Well, y goes this way,
Yeah,
but y is constant.
okay.
Okay, it's got to be this way. Very good. Okay? So, Well, what are the coordinates of this point?
It will be -4, 3.
Yeah, x is -4, y is 3, right?
Yeah.
So this is the point, -4, 3. This is the point, obviously, 2, 7. Now, what's the question?
What is
Well, the question could be, what's the average rate of change of y with respect to x, or could be, what's the slope, right? Or could be, what's the distance? Or could be all 6.
what is
Well, there are
the
only
solution?
3, but, yeah, okay.
It says, what is the solution to the equation?
What is what?
The solution to the equation.
Yeah,
The
f
solution
of x
to
equals
the
5.
equation.
It's
Solution to the equation.
f of x equals 5.
The number 8?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It just got put down on the second line instead of. I think it's supposed to. What is the solution to the
Yeah,
equation? F
we
of x
got two different number 8s, and we can address them both, okay? So we could find the fundamental triangle, right? So we have a run of 6 and a rise of 4. So the slope is 6/4, which is 3/2, right? And also the square root of 6 squared plus 4 squared, and that would be the square root of 52. Check my arithmetic.
It's 4
Okay.
over 6, actually.
I'm sorry?
4 over 6.
4/6.
4 over
Oh,
6.
you're right, 4/6
Yeah.
would be 2/3, right? I said, check my arithmetic, check my clerical ability, which is obviously questionable, okay? Now, if the question was, if this is a graph of f of x, solve the equation f of x equals 1. Well, actually, there's no solution for that one,
Nope.
because here's 7, here's 3, right?
There's no one.
Half that distance would be 2, so 1 would be down here.
That's not on the
So,
function at all.
you know, here x equals 1, the graph never hits x equals 1, right? That's y equals 1, not x equals 1. No solution. Y equals f of x is never 1, right? Now, if it was f of x equals 6,
So whatever y equals 6.
okay? If it's f of x equals 6, then 6 would be like here. So here's y equals 6, and it crosses a graph here and here, right?
Mhm.
So what are the x values? Well, here, let's see, between -4 and 2, the x value is pretty close to 2, right? Compared to -4, so maybe it's like 1.5. And over here, well, let's see, it's this far beyond -4. This looks like about 1 unit if the scale goes from -4 to 2. Okay? So x would be, and actually, that's a distance of 6, that's about 1/4 of the distance. I'd say about 1.5, so about 1.5 units to the left of -4, right? So that'd be maybe -5.5.
Something like that.
Now again, I don't expect super critically accurate estimates, but reasonable estimates. So if you said, it's about 1 here and about 5 here, -5 here,
And I
or
think all the-
-6 here, I'd be fine with
And I
that.
think all the ones on our homework actually ended up like on the points, so like 2, 7, or
Could
ones
be.
that are already on there.
Could be that I was nice to you. I'll try to get over that. Okay.